Hello. Um, I'm Q, the main character, and today I wanted to go over some pixel art that I made yesterday night. I had recorded it, and I just wanted to go over the process. And simple what's going on here is I'm just kind of trying to make sort of like a diary for um little experiments that I do on my pixel art journey. And today we have a rotating heart, almost like a rotating pickup item. I had made an earlier version of in in the earlier part of the day, and I just wanted to see if I could do better than I did last time. If I remember to do it during the editing, I'll put the original as a GIF just to compare, or I might put it at the end so you can compare. Um, which one's better, but yeah. So I just wanted to gonna go through my thoughts on this, and obviously, right here, I did both frames of it facing forward and it being turned to the side. And I forgot to turn off the symmetry tool there, but I I was trying to really work on, I guess, perspective, like trying to like imagine different views here, and I feel like I did a pretty decent job, even though it's not very clear now, like where the vision is going. But that's how a lot of art is, you know. Just sit there trying to uh, figure things out as you go, and not everything works. But I got somewhat of a rotation, and then I just went ahead. I copied the that frame, and I posted it on the final frame, so it can give the illusion of a full rotation, and I flipped it horizontally. Um, and really, what I wanted to work on here is that my original rotating heart was really flat. And so a lot of this recording is me just trying to get the highlights, like the glare, and it's it's so interesting because like most of like I'm trying to make a pixel art animation, and most of the work went in just trying to get to those finer details and placing them properly, and like it's something I kind of realized is like obviously you take your time with it and it'll be longer, it'll come out better. But you don't really realize how much longer sometimes you have to take to kind of get it right. And something I noticed about this point in the recording while working with the light was I also ended up messing up the colors. And originally, when working on the glare, I was trying to just get it like on the heart, but I couldn't figure out how to kind of give it sort of a glassy look. Um, and I just kept placing pixels where they go, and this is really what I meant is like how all art goes. It's just you kind of go placing pixels where you can, and just moving stuff around till it looks okay. It's a tedious task at times, but it is worth it because you can get some wonderful effects. Um, but man, you don't like if you're not disciplined, it's difficult. I was struggling. I was almost gave up multiple times throughout trying to place this glare. Like, oh, how am I gonna do it? I can't. It really weighed on me. So I had to breathe, and that made a weird noise there. But yeah, I don't know if you can see, like, again, most of the recording of this 8-minute video is me just placing the lighting where it needs to go, and I guess color correction because I messed up the heart color earlier, like I said. And here I kind of gave up on the just glare, and I'm like, oh, let's just give it some lighting, and immediately regretted it because I did not like how any of that turned out. Even now, it just kind of grosses me out looking at it. I spit on you. or fart in your general direction. Uh, sort of. So that's pretty much how it makes me feel when I see that. Is whoever made that, I want to do those things too. Um, but now and then this is the part that's always frustrating too. Is like you never really know what color you're gonna end up with, and so you start changing colors trying to make things work, and then that's also a waste of time. And no, right here, yeah, that's when I realized it. When I realized that the colors were not right. Some of the I messed up on the color. Um, and here I started getting more of an idea of what I was gonna do because oh no, yeah, here's like I was like I'm gonna just put a little face on here and call it a day. And I was like no, that sucks. That's too much, too little, right? And here I just watched it rotate, trying to really get a feeling of what I'm supposed to do. Like what how do I fix this? And then I started doing the color correction here, obviously, as you can see, because I'm not just going over the heart because I messed up with that color, like I mentioned multiple times at this point. Um, but yeah, I just kept watching it, and then ultimately I got a feel for what I wanted. I think pretty soon. I don't remember. Yeah, see here, I just started. I just started with the heart, and then I started like, okay, so I just really wanted to get the color down, or like the shading down, and then I started really thinking about how much of the lighting is going to be affected, and so I started really taking out some of those darker pieces there. I fucked up right there with the little gold piece, and then um fixed it, but now I started, you know what, I'm gonna make it bigger and then start slowly with that. And then I started to see it. Then this is when things started forming in my head. Like, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is the shading that I want. Um and I'm really glad how it ended up turning out. And I see here it's just like me doing the final details of it, just that process, getting that look, trying to get that shading going, trying to make sure all my pixels are where they need to be, you know. And ultimately, I'm very happy with the end product. It's just a little frustrating. Like I look at it and it's not much of an animation, and there's a degree of pride that I have with this, but it's like it took me so long for something so simple, and that's part of the I guess artist issue is like I feel like I could have done it faster or I should have come to this conclusion a lot faster. But ultimately I do like the end product. I really do. I'm very proud of it. I just part of me is just really nagging at myself that I could have done a lot better. But this is the end product right here and real time animation or frame rate. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, thumbs up. I'm gonna be posting regardless.